What's up, YouTube? We're gonna be doing some muscle ups in the park. Uh, Hopefully my sound quality is good. I got the mic on me, so without further ado, we're getting right into it. It's been a minute since I've been to this park. Doing my muscle ups, getting my functional fitness up there. Uh, Yet again. Now, this is what you gotta do. You gotta put in that pain. Oh, push. Damn. I wouldn't say I'm rusty with the calisthenics per se, but we've been out of the commercial gyms, focusing more on calisthenic work, focusing more on mobility training and endurance, because that's my bread and butter and my root and my origin story into fitness. So we're gonna take our time with these, relax. Yeah, just keep going and going and going. A bit rusty, I ain't gonna lie. I won't even say I'm a bit rusty. It's more like being accustomed to this bar again. On top of hands is hella greasy too, I'm not gonna lie. It's a beautiful day, by the way. So I like being outside, get fresh air. It's only like 8 a.m., probably like 8:30 right now. Park is very secluded. Nobody's really here. On a Sunday, people are probably just inside. We're probably just waking up, but I like to tackle my day with healthy habits, hobbies, and just establishing something productive for the day. Didn't even eat breakfast yet. Right to the fitness. Woke up, showered, brushed my teeth, etc. Got right to the park. Damn. Getting my reps in though. Hopefully this audio is a lot more better. No, that's not even a. Hopefully this audio is a lot better than previous audio. I know the feed is probably picking up on my breathing, maybe some wind. It's obviously rocking back and forth as I'm doing muscle ups, but we're improving. The content is going to improve every time. Have to. There's a hawk in the sky hovering. Yeah, YouTube, stay on topic. And we're just doing our calisthenics outside. I like a lot of my workouts to be outside. It's a better environment for my mind, fresher air. I like scenic areas. I might be on a mountain next time. I might be near a waterside, near a river, creek. I just like nature. So implementing health with nature is a very beautiful combo in my opinion. This bar needs to be taller, bro. Like, I'm not even that tall, but when I'm coming down, feet damn near hitting the ground. Not gonna complain though. Something better than nothing. We're just, implementing what we can for the day. Primarily muscle ups. I love muscle ups. It's a very full, upper body engaging movement. Think about all of the muscles that you're targeting and hitting when doing a muscle up. Now, pull-ups are always, the king of bodyweight exercise, but muscle-ups require a lot more lockout, core activation, etc. Just even look at some people have it to where they can just not even swing. Me, I'm not gonna lie to myself, I don't got it like that, but incorporate the swing, come up, lock out. This is a dip. A lot of people, if you get your dips up, this lockout will become a lot easier for you. Get your dips up to be able to go as low as possible. Past this, you can go, we call these bunnies, but you can go lower and back up. Dips are very important for hitting that tricep. And for those who love to bench a lot, the tricep is very important, not only for stabilizing the bench press, but it's overall just lockout. Your shoulder will guide the bar on, coming to the chest and shooting back up, but the tricep is what really holds the positioning of the bench and that weight for when, people are bench pressing. But I found myself becoming a little too stiff. Like, I'm not the biggest guy, but I found myself becoming a little too stiff with the weights. I need certain things that help me keep my mobility, flexibility, and fluidness in day-to-day activities. Functional fitness, basically. So, that's why I always go back to calisthenics, or I always incorporate calisthenics. Obviously, if you want to progress in mass, shit is loud as hell. If you want to progress in mass and strength, then that's where you add resistance, whether 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 20 pounds. Our truck is so loud, bro. Thank goodness for this mic, Hopefully it cancels out some of that sound, but yeah, muscle ups are one of my favorite calisthenic exercises to do. Start incorporating a couple of these dips up here, why not? 2 in 1. Could do a muscle up, 10 dips, muscle up, 10 dips. But overall I feel pretty good. This doesn't feel too challenging. It's more like getting back into the rhythm of doing my calisthenic work more frequently. Push-ups are always there, pull-ups are always there, dips are always there, but muscle-ups kind of takes it to another level. You can have L-sits, or you just do holds. Obviously this isn't the way I can't really demonstrate. L-sits, you can switch up, do side to side, center. Here, you can do around the world pull-ups. Chin-ups are important. You can even do one-handed chin-ups, but it's all about what you want to do on your fitness journey. So, yeah, like I said already previously stated, muscle-ups are the key to incorporating that strength that you seek for upper body mobility, strength, and endurance. You get all three. Do a couple more of these. Ooh. I'm not gonna blame myself. I think it's the bar too. There's like a weird ridge on it. So where, I don't know. This feels weird. I was doing it pretty wide as well, but good morning.
How you doing there?
Just incorporating some healthy calisthenics in the morning. How about you?
Yeah, it's a good place to work out.
It is. It's neglected, isn't it?
Huh?
It's slightly neglected, isn't it?
A little bit, but
Yeah.
What it is.
Less is more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it better. As a matter of fact, it's a good diversion from the gym.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The gyms are packed right now.
I know.
Completely. So I'm
I
like,
usually work out on the heavy bag over at the gym in Newington there.
okay.
But, I like this. I
Yeah.
like this atmosphere.
And it's a good scenery, right? Like
Yeah.
it's healthy.
You know, there's cars, there's people, there's stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
Makes the workout go quicker.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You mentioned a heavy bag, so I assume it's you box like.
I was a professional boxing referee for 24 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I retired last year.
Well, that's a blessing. So I already know your cardiovascular is like up here.
Yeah, I'm a very arthritic dog. There's only certain things I could do. Like I can't do what you're just doing right now. 'Cause
Yeah.
I need shoulder replacements. I'm trying not to get these things done, but I got beat up badly in sports when I was coming up. You know what I
Right.
mean? I was a pretty good athlete, and I got
Yeah.
beat up pretty bad.
I see the frame still, and you don't lose
I'm
it.
64. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
you
trying
look
to
good for
stay in shape,
64.
you know what I mean?
Right.
But like I said, the joints are bad now. So
Right.
I'm trying to get the strengthen the muscles and the ligaments around the affected areas of my body,
Right.
rather than getting surgery.
Do you take like bone broth, collagen, just to like
I take, yeah, I mean, you know, I'm taking turmeric.
Yeah,
There's
turmeric.
a couple of other things that I'm starting to investigate, like,
Right.
you know, natural shit. You know?
black seed is very good.
Yeah.
Anti-inflammatory, does almost
Yeah,
everything.
I'm trying to get into all these anti-inflammatories, but I do have to take certain medications. If I miss, I could barely walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Okay.
is what it is, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's the price of getting
The spoils of war, right?
Yeah, and especially if you were an athlete your entire life.
Right.
You know, I see guys, man, they didn't do nothing their entire life, but they could run around and everything. Now I'm walking like I'm 80 sometimes. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Come here often?
Usually I'm just getting back into the fluid of like being over at this park particularly,
Yeah.
just to, keep me zoned in.
Well, you're in good shape.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I try to be,
Yeah.
but it's a balance to it. Don't want to do too much weight, don't want to do too much calisthenics, listen to my body, get enough water.
That's the thing, you got to listen to your body.
Right.
Even these doctors, they'll say if you get injured or whatever. I had a knee and hip replacement, and they told me I was going to be out for like 3 to 6 months, right? I said, let me tell you something, Doc. I'm going to be up and going in 2 weeks.
Right.
They said, I like your attitude, but that's never going to happen. I walked in there with no cane, no nothing, 2 weeks to the day of my operation for my 2-week scheduling. They couldn't believe it, and they said, we're giving you full reign to go, no restrictions, back to work and everything else.
It's a blessing.
Because I said to myself, there's no way that that's going to happen to me.
The mind is
Not
powerful.
sitting on a couch.
Right.
My wife, she says, no, come on, you're going to kill yourself with this. You know, you're hurting. I was up all night in pain, right? I said, listen, if I can't do what I've got to do and live that life, man, then there's no reason to go, what am I going to do?
Right.
I'd rather live in pain and do what I want to do than not, just sit around
Right.
and not be in pain.
And then that'll eat at you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mentally that'll mess me up.
Right.
I can't have that.
Right.
So,
I agree.
anyway, what are you taking pictures of yourself?
No, I usually form some record content to document my journey, but also just like a 2-in-1, being like giving informative advice on certain fitness,
That's cool.
physique and whatnot. Yeah, just
Yeah,
utilizing the platform of the internet, so to speak. So
Yeah, that's nice.
yeah,
Good for you.
yeah.
That's awesome. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Good luck. I grew up in this park, man. I was always here.
Yeah.
I used to play when I was a kid. We used to have, there'd be 50 guys waiting to get on the court. From here? This neighborhood?
No, I mean I live in East Hartford,
Okay.
but I'm from Avon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I live a few blocks down the street. I
Okay.
grew up over here. And this park used to be jamming, man. Took swimming lessons when I was a kid at the pool over here.
Really?
And
Wow.
I'm still in this park.
Yeah. A veteran for sure.
Yeah, man.
One of the last Mohegans, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's a blessing.
I was just talking to one of my friends the other night. He lives in Arizona now. I said, I'm still at Goodwin Park, man, after all these years. I started when I was like 7 years old coming in here, and I'm 64 still coming in here doing things.
Use it or lose it. You ain't lose it.
Yeah, you gotta remember where you come from.
Right, right.
You gotta represent, as we say.
Yeah. I like that. Damn. One more for good measure. Sloppy, but I got it. All right, YouTube. That's it for this video. Till next time.